I'm with Mary Ruth Coleman. She is a senior scientist and co-chaired the State of the Profession Survey. Welcome, Mary Ruth.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
We are so curious to hear more about what is the State of the Profession Survey and why was it done?
Well, the State of the Profession Survey was done by the Council for Exceptional Children, and this is kind of a survey that looks at what is it that special education teachers are faced with, what is their job, and what do they do. In 1998, Council for Exceptional Children commissioned a conditions of teaching study called Bright Futures. Well, 1998 was quite a while ago.
Yes, quite a while ago.
So the decision was made that we needed to take another look, given the many changes that have taken place both across society and within our field.
And what are some of those many changes that you saw?
So what we've seen in the last 20 years, of course, is increased diversity of our students. We've also seen changing roles for our special education teachers, and we've seen kind of a shift in the way education expectations for outcomes have shifted from accountability measures, so that we're looking more and more at high levels of accountability for all of our students, including our students with disabilities. Given the shifts that we're seeing, we felt like it's very important to kind of take another update, take a look at what is happening for special education teachers.
So what are some of the results of the survey, and are we better or are we worse?
Well, it's interesting. The results are mixed. We have some things that we think are better, and then there's some challenges that we still face. The things that we feel are better, our teachers feel highly competent in strategies to address the exceptional learning needs of children with disabilities. They are using instructional strategies like differentiated instruction, universal design for learning. They're doing a wonderful job in terms of looking at how instruction can be individualized for students who have different kinds of learning needs. Our teachers feel very committed to working with families and working in partnerships with families. They're using the IEP as a guiding tool and a living, breathing document. The Individual Education Plan, the IEP, is a document developed to help teachers understand what students need and what kinds of instruction could help them get there. So our teachers value that, and they use that IEP. They're very interested in collaboration and in ways to work with general education colleagues and with parents and with others in partnership to make sure that the needs of the students are met.
Then you mentioned some of the challenges.
The major challenges that our teachers are crying out for when asked what are the 3 things you need to be successful are the resources and materials. They say if we are expected to help our students within the general education curriculum, we need the materials in order to do that and the resources to teach them. We don't have time to invent all of those materials ourselves. They also say if we are expected, and they feel responsible for, good and high quality instruction and partnerships across the school, they must have a supportive administrator who understands the IEP and understands the role of special education. They also are calling for a sense of greater integration within that general education community, and with working so that they can make sure that the community as a whole is in partnership.
So what are some results you feel like you've seen that you think can help improve the profession?
So I think our challenges, both as an organization for CEC and as a field, are to strengthen those pillars of support so that the teachers are actually in a situation where they can do what they need. Those pillars of support are that professional development in general, the policies that help guide the resources and practices, and that sense of advocacy for what the needs of these teachers are. And I think as an organization and as a field, we can listen to what the teachers have said. We can hear their voice clearly, calling out for more time, calling out for more support, calling out for manageable class sizes and caseloads, calling out for resources that help them interface with the general ed curriculum and calling out for models that give them the time and the wherewithal to truly collaborate deeply with their colleagues.
Thank you so much, Mary Ruth Coleman, for taking such an in-depth look into the needs of teachers and the State of the Profession survey and updating that. So thank you very much for being with us today.
You are so welcome, and thank you for helping us share the message.
CEC TV is brought to you from the Council for Exceptional Children. For more content like this, check out some of our other videos and learn more about the latest in education for people with disabilities.